Alright, today is Trigger Pull Thursday, and it is brought to us in part by Clubman Virgin Island Bay Rum Aftershave. It's an aftershave splash, and this Bay Rum was made in, looks like Los Angeles. What does that say? Well, somewhere in California. So it's made in the USA, that's good. So let's take a look at the object of today's trigger pull is my Remington 700 ADL in 260. Now this ADL, which means Average Deluxe, I purchased 24 years ago, right at the turn of the century, for about $350. There's also a BDL, or the Better Deluxe, and the CDL, the Custom Deluxe. And the ADL line was ended in 2005, but you can still get them on the aftermarket for about double the price. Here is a 260 cartridge that I'm going to use instead of a snap cap. I don't have snap caps, but you can see the primer has been detonated. There is no powder and no bullet in this cartridge. That's what I'm going to use instead of the snap cap. And on this rifle, I have a scope. I really can't give the name brand, but it's a 6 to 24 power, and it's got an adjustable objective on it. This thing is really good. I've hit coyotes out to, well, 200 yards. Around 225 is my farthest. But it's a good scope. It's got adjustable turrets. Really nice turret system on there. So let's take a look at this ADL in 260. I'm going to open it up. Nothing in the chamber. I'm going to put this once fired case in there, if I can get it in. So it's successfully in the chamber. That is the safety on, safety off. Let's do the first trigger pull, and I'm going to use this is the Wheeler manual trigger pull gauge, and I did make an adjustment to this, the finger. I put some O-rings on there to prevent slippage. So let's do the first trigger pull. That felt really good, and that was about, that looks under 2.5 pounds, which is really good for a mountain rifle. 2.5 pounds, just under 2.5 pounds. Now we're going to do the same trigger pull test with the fancy electronic scale. And I also put a couple of O-rings, or at least one O-ring on this, to make it a little less slippery. Here we go, second trigger pull. And that gave me 2.3 pounds, which is, like I said, it's really nice. Let's do one more. I'm going to do a trigger push this time. And that gave me 1.9 pounds, which is really nice. So this is a really good trigger. There's a really good trigger on this Remington 700 ADL. And it definitely deserves... Oh, I didn't say where it was made. It was made in Ilion, New York. So it's made in the USA. Definitely a good long-range rifle, and it definitely deserves some cowbell. Knuckle bump.